button.
Ding.
Hello, everyone, to Stormfront. I am your host, Bugboy. I need to get used to not saying Bug. I'm your host. Bugboy. I'm your host, Finreal. We'll just say Finreal. I changed my name recently. I'm still used to saying the old name. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing good.
Well,
Alright, I'll get used to it eventually.
It's funny. No, not Bugboy. I'm Bugboy. No, not Bugboy. I'm your host, Bugboy. No, no.
Yeah. Okay. Last time we left off, shenanigans happened. Didn't you all
Yes.
met an individual by the name of Ironclad, if I remember correctly?
yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out their name, I assume?
It was Ironclad, yes.
I forgot if I actually told you their name or not. But yes, their name is Ironclad. You were starting to ascend up the spire and got like 3 floors, and then now Neo's blessing has worn off. When we continue, you find that Cathanglis is gone. As well as Cathanglis' constructs. They seem to have disappeared from floor 3 to floor 4. Oh, sorry, they seem to have disappeared on floor 3. And yeah, so you're currently in the Spire. For a gentle reminder to everyone what the Spire is, including the people watching at home, the Spire is a massive, spire that goes up into the clouds, is well over, I forget how tall we calculated it, but basically well over the Empire State Building in terms of height. It's freaking huge. It's a solid building made out of void steel and delirium crystals. And evidently, Ragnchild is here to purge it of delirium corruption. No mention of what to do with the void steel, but specifically the delirium corruption has to purge it. That's all I can remember about the backstory. You're currently still going up, and you talked with Meow and found out more about them. The thing that's evidently revealed that they're an actual demigod. Would anyone else like to add anything else?
I don't have anything.
Nothing I can think of.
Agna?
I was just gonna say. Oh, I think Shad, you kind of tried to get Neo to kind of clarify a little more, like the price, what the actual price of death, like what
yeah.
not the price of death, but rather the price of resurrection, I guess you should say, huh?
Yeah. And you got a little bit more of an answer. I don't remember exactly what they told you, but I remember it was a more complete answer.
I don't remember, to tell you the truth.
So, to give you basically an idea, it's similar to Dark Souls in that every time you die in here, you are resurrected back at Neo's chamber, but she takes a small piece of you each time. And so, over time, you're going to lose more and more of yourself the more often you die, but you are also going to be resurrected more and more often. And the more pieces Meow takes, the less willing you are to leave the Spire without slaying. So, you're going to be more and more driven to get up to the top of the Spire no matter the outside factors.
And that's why those people we came across and they were just like immediately getting up and then just going back up the Spire, not even wanting to talk to us.
Who knows how many times, like, the Purple Lady or Ironclad have reset it.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Purple Lady couldn't even... you don't know if she couldn't speak or not, but the Purple Lady did not even bother to speak to anyone. Ironclad only did because Shad got in his way, because you both happened to be walking up and down the stairs at the same time. And Shad kind of picked a fight with them.
Because why not?
Right. I also have a stat sheet for him ready to go. He's only joining your party now, basically because he's all as convenient to have around to help him.
Yes, more people to slay the same enemy is probably good.
Right. Especially considering the fact that, according to some people here, the Spire only changed pretty recently. So, it might be a bit weird compared to what Ironclad is using. But you don't know. So, with all that being said, shall we ascend the Spire? You're all in room 3. You had recently killed all the enemies. And I believe you were all talking about what to do about the crit and the mist in the air that prevents you from going west.
I think we were just going to continue going up since we don't really have much of a choice right now.
Right. Oh, I remember. The last thing you asked about was the different markings on the map and whether the campfires were rest spots.
Yeah.
And Ironclad basically told you that, yes, this is a place where we can rest for an hour and then keep going. Implying it's only a short rest come along. I also sent you pictures of the map at this point, so all of you have pictures of the map. If I can find it again. I think I posted in D&D Gen.
You did. You pinned it.
What was that? I don't speak yawn.
You pinned it.
Okay, cool.
You don't speak what?
I don't speak yawn.
Yawn.
That's,
Oh, okay.
that's a joke in my family. Whenever someone tries to speak while yawning and you can't understand them, you just say you don't speak yawn. Anywho. Okay, so there is one stairway up, and as customary, you can see off... there's a wall to your left, but there's also big gaps in the floor with further rooms off that you could try to actually fly to. But it doesn't seem like many of the characters here know how to actually fly, so there is a stairway up, though. What do you want to do?
I would like to just keep going up, but that's up to everyone else, too.
Alright,
That sounds good to me.
Blacksmith?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Ironclad is already heading towards the stairwell, so he didn't even bother to wait. Oh.
Yeah, I figured we're mostly going in the same path as Ironclad while we have someone, one that knows more about this place than us, even though they seem to have lost a lot of memories, and two, someone else to an additional person to help us deal with the enemies.
Yes. Okay, so as you, however, Ironclad notably is not taking the lead, unlike the purple lady. He is specifically staying behind, but he is urging all of you to go up the stairs patiently. You don't know why he's actually not taking the lead. So, as you all begin to ascend the staircase, enter a room where you see... Go ahead and pull out my notepad. Because it's time for me to roll to see what you encounter. Oh, right.
There we go.
What was that?
Sorry, I was trying to find where we put the map the last time.
Yeah. Also, don't forget you got those relic things, those artifacts from the shop, because you met the shopkeeper.
I didn't take any, so I don't have to keep track of anything.
Sure. Cathanglis bought 2. I think, Shad, you bought 1.
I think I bought one of the belts. It was a belt. I forget what it was.
Yeah, the belt. Go look it up in your DMs, because I DM'd it to you.
Belt of Dwarven Kind.
Well, yeah, that one, but I'm talking about the other special...
Oh, the other item, yes.
spot.
Yeah.
The
I also
Molten
have that in my thing. I forgot to ask how that actually fully worked.
Well, I DM'd it to you how it works. Yeah, whenever you... Yeah. You don't know fully what that means, but that's evidently how it works. Okay, so... When you enter there, let me go ahead and roll 7. That means that you... Alright, I need my other browser... Okay. You see a room filled with about what looks to be 7 to 8 slime-like creatures in it. You choose to try and go in stealthy, or do you just go in guns blazing? Well, figuratively speaking.
7 to 8, that's a lot.
Yes, Ragnchild got a heroic cape. Heroic cloak. Sorry, cloak. Yes, that too. He can summon 2 young dragons. Thanks to my little... But it's a once per week thing, so. Anyway, you see a room filled with a bunch of slimes. Are you going to try and go in stealthy, or are you just going to walk in? Dad, Ragnchild.
I doubt we would.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ragnar.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know, I'm not very stealthy myself. So if one of you
Okay.
stealthy guys want to go in first, I will follow. But
Well, you don't have that much time to coordinate because it won't be long until they notice you. So I need a decision now. Are you going to try and stealth or no?
I'll try and stealth.
Okay. If one of you doesn't try the stealth, that's going to blow the stealth for all of you. So, either you all try the stealth or you just don't have
Alright.
to bother.
I'm gonna wrap my cloak around me, get really small, and try to stealth in there. Here we go. There we go.
Oh,
Make a stealth
I have.
How would you give
Yeah.
advantage, Reynolds? Also, what were you going to say, sir?
I went to check back what the dryads had, and I just realized that they can cast Pass Without Trace.
Yes, that would help immensely, but you should have cast it already.
Yeah, because I forgot it. They had that, and
Well,
plus,
we
it has a
know
verbal
to stay in
component.
the
So
shadow.
See, told you I'd be here, but I just was
Right.
a little bit late.
oh, hello.
Diana,
Hello,
you
Kayana.
made it.
Anyway,
How was
we're
the
in,
movie? No.
they're currently going up a level of the Spire.
You told them about the movie?
What? No, I didn't tell them anything. We're starting the Spire. We're already in the stream. I didn't tell them anything. I
You
just told
did
them
tell
that you would
them.
be
How
here a
did
little
you-
bit later. Anyway. No, that won't give them advantage, Rattle. Okay, so...
Yeah, I guess we can try to stealth, but yeah. I just
Watcher,
saw the Pass
give
Without
me my
Trace
stealth
that-
check.
Oh, stealth. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit confused by.
Everyone else give me stealth check. Kayana, if you'd like to give Linda a stealth check, I don't mind. Otherwise, Ragnchild.
Can you do it right now? So, like, because I have to log into it.
Okay, Ragnchild, can you roll stealth for Linda?
Yes, I gotta pull up her sheet real fast. Hang on, I will do it. Where is she? What the heck?
Shadow, as usual, stealthy as fuck. Like being a giant fucking
Yeah.
dragon hunter.
Where? Oh. Does Linda have a character sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Oh, but I got it. Never mind.
Oh, you got it? Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh! For some reason, it wasn't visible and invisible by Ragnchild. That's the reason why she could
No,
see
it's
it.
okay. You don't need to make it visible. I got it.
I already. Well, you want her to be able to run while she's gone.
It's only when I can't.
I know,
go
but
up.
she can't do that.
It's
if
fine.
it's
Don't
not
worry
visible.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Stop correcting me, please. I'm trying to explain that while she's gone, while you're gone, she needs to be able to do it by it being visible. Anyway,
No, like just don't worry about it.
just roll stealth, Diana. Waiting. We're all waiting. Also, Surtur failed the stealth check.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yes.
I need a 15.
Okay.
Just to remind you, you do know like Linda's not a NPC.
What does that matter to you making a stealth check, Diana?
I'm just letting you know if you can.
And I'm just waiting on you, and you're holding everyone up. Make the damn stealth check. Well, okay, anyway. Moving on from that, someone failed. So, the slimes actually detect your presence, and I'm going to go ahead and have, well, I was about to say have everyone roll initiative, but we're still using the same. Ragnachild, you're up. You're going to get the first turn. No one is surprised.
Oh boy. Okay. Here we go.
Remember that you are slowed thanks to Ascender's. So, you can do either an action or bonus action, but not both.
But not both.
And watch out if you cast a spell that takes an action, because there's a 50% chance that it won't finish this turn.
Oh really? Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, because when
Okay.
you roll a spell, you have to roll a d20, and if you roll 10 or less, then it will come out on your next turn, not this turn. Because that's how the slow spell works.
If it's an action.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
There is about 7 slimes here.
and there's about 7 slimes.
They seem to be a little weird looking, but they're fine. Some of them are a bit more spiky, and some of them are just bright. Some of them are like darker beige and spiky, and some of them are just bright green.
Huh. Interesting.
2
Okay.
different kinds.
Well,
Yes? What do you want to do?
stuff about the spell, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cast my astral fire magic missile.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
Alright.
It's first level. So
Roll me a d20 to see if you manage to cast Magic Missile.
okay, here we go. Oop. Roll the d20 first. Okay.
I'll
3.
Double check how the slow spell works. Just roll under or over. Get off me. I forgot if you need to roll low or high, but I assume you need to roll high, which means that's probably a failure, and you probably weren't able to cast the spell.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
On 11 high. No, sorry. If the creature attempts to cast a spell, the cast attempt one action, roll d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the next turn. No, you actually rolled well. So, your magic missile goes off. What level of magic missile was this?
Just first level. Yeah.
Okay, so it automatically gets upcasted to 3rd thanks to Aetherium.
Ooh.
And you have you have 5 darts. Where would you like to assign the 5 darts on these 7 slimes? Keep in mind, Meow's blessing has wore off, so they do not have 1 HP anymore.
Boo. Okay. Oh my goodness. I will. You know what? I'm gonna try to focus them on. You said that some of them are different colors, right? You said
There is 4 green ones and 3 beige ones that are spiky.
Okay. You know what? I will send. I got. You know what? I will. Let's do half on one of the beige ones and half on one of the green ones, or approximately half.
Roll damage.
half. Oh my goodness.
There we
Hang
go.
on a second. 1d4 plus 1. Okay.
1d4 plus 1.
1d4 plus. Okay, hang on a second. One,
Also, you said half and half. You have 5. How do you do half of 5?
exactly.
So
Alright.
3 on one, 2 on the other?
That sounds good. Here we go.
Which one are you putting 3 on? The
Oops.
beige one or the green one?
Sorry. I'm going to do 3 on the beige. And then, so there's a 3. Ignore that first roll I did there. And then
You actually only roll once, and that damage
Oh.
applies to all the missiles. So, unfortunately, I'm taking the first roll.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So, you did 2 damage with each of the missiles. Okay, so you hold out your hands and fire these magical darts from you, which are amplified by the crystal in your body. And they fly out and impact the target, and you just see it start to splatter pieces of slime. They don't seem to be dead, but they did take damage. But it seems like they're
This is
mostly
in a
unharmed.
starfish situation where I've created like 50 slimes, but we'll see. We'll see.
No. These aren't black puddings. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. That's it for me. Only I can do one thing. Okay.
Okay. I'm actually going to skip Ironclad's turn for now. Shad, go up.
How much health, or roughly how much health do they still have?
You don't know.
How would you know?
Don't have an ability to know. They just seem mostly
Fair
unharmed from the magic missile.
Yeah, especially since Delirium gives it small damage resistance, I think.
Damage resistance, yes.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna use my improved lightning breath. How close is there anyone close to the creatures or no?
The creatures are inside of this room, and the room is about a 50-foot square.
So
No,
no one's in the way.
you're all standing in the stairwell, as far as I know.
Alright,
Okay.
then I'm gonna use lightning breath on them.
Ooh, nice. Let me actually go look up just to see if they're resistant. Resistant to lightning. Okay, they have no resistance to force. Full damage. They are resistant to lightning. So I will go ahead and have them start to make the X saves. This is a 60-foot long, 10-foot wide line. You're going to be able to get about 4 of them at most in the line. So, which 4? Do you want to get 2 and 2, or you want to go for the ones that Rangshot hit, or you just try to hit any 4?
Just go for any 4. Try and knock them down as much as I can.
Okay. So you hit 3 of the spiky ones and 1 of the green ones. I'll go ahead. I'm going to make the checks for the spiky one. First one failed. All of them. Well, wait. The green one saved, but the rest failed. Okay. So the first 3 end up taking. Let's see. 23 down to 11. 9. And take 9 damage. They appear to be quite a bit damaged as they got electrically fried from all this. However, the green one seems to be mostly okay, but that's because it was the final one hit, so most of the damage seemed to discharge on some others. Overall, though, they seem relatively okay. There's not much else you can do on your turn unless you want to try an actions.
No, not right now.
Okay. Rattle, you're up. What would you like to do? You have an action or a bonus action? I'm changing where the dude is in the. Now he goes after the.
So apparently, Rattle is going to use Psychic Scream.
You unleash the power of your mind to blast up to 10 creatures to your choice as you wish. You're going to use Psychic Scream on them. Unfortunately, all of these creatures have an intelligence of 1. They're actually unaffected by your Psychic Scream. Yeah, these are mostly mindless creatures. I apologize. Is that the end of your turn? But so you all saw this giant wave of just psychic force project out over these creatures, and then they just kind of sit there and little question marks appear above their heads. As they seem a little confused as to what happens. Creature, no thoughts, head empty, yes. They don't have brains, they're slimes!
That's...
Anyway. Butler, you're up. Unless Brow wants to move somewhere. Just vibing in the Spire, yeah. Background beats going on. But I don't know. What would a slime be listening to and vibing to? Or is it like Mold Small, where they just keep jiggles seductively?
Huh?
Mold Small is like one of Undertale. Anywho.
I think I'm just going to normally attack one of them with I think it's still a halberd.
Yes, you have a halberd.
Yes, okay. So I guess I'll just roll the damage.
We crash the slime wave and start murdering them. Are we the bad guys? Oh no! Oh no!
Thanks for this idea, Ragnar.
Alright, you're going to attack one of them with the halberd?
Yeah.
Which one? One of the green ones or one of the...
Preferably one that wasn't damaged yet, if there is still one.
There is one singular slime that is still undamaged, and it is one of the green ones.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 of the green ones are undamaged, because there's 4 green ones, 2 of which got damaged. And then all the spiky ones got damaged. Rattle, you only have an action or a bonus action on your turn because of Ascender's Bane, so you don't have anything else left to do on your turn. So.
Okay. I forgot to change it to piercing because I forgot to change it after I removed the magic missile. Give one.
That's fine. It's a magic missile halberd, right?
No, it's the one I replaced with. I replaced it with hold monster on it.
Oh, so it's a noble halberd. Yeah. Give me an attack roll then, because you're actually going to need to do an attack roll.
Oh, okay. I thought the Spire ignored that.
You could still potentially get a crit. You just can't miss.
Ah, okay. No crit.
Okay. You hit. Okay, so you hit and attack the creature. The creature gets impacted and to mostly be fine from that damage. It took the damage, but it didn't take all that much. However, you also automatically cast the spell Hold Monster on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your spell save DC?
With int, it's 20.
They need a 20 to save.
Yeah.
No. So it is held. It is currently under the effects of Hold Monster, which for those who don't know means it's paralyzed. Do you have wait, no, you are under the effects of slow. You can't use extra.
I have haste in the armor, which is why I'm wearing which is why I had heavy armor on earlier when I made this stealth check.
Fair enough. So you have the extra attack feature, right?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. I think I'm going to make sure that I am the one most in front of our party, and I am going to... Let me just make sure that it's a bonus action. Yes. Okay. It's been a long time since I used that one. And I am going to Tunnel Fighter on my bonus action when I'm the one in front of the party.
Fair enough. Yes, so they're standing in the front and using Tunnel Fighter. Alright, what are your Dryads going to do? Because it's now your Dryad's turn.
They can't charm. They can't really... Huh.
Oh, right, I should switch to combat music. I forgot. Apologies for the stream goes on.
Right, and we saw last time that if they don't roll high enough on their damage, it will cause a dumb anomaly thing. Right.
Yes.
Huh. I guess... Oh crap, they can't do that either. Oh. I'd say I'd have them take the dodge action, but it's not like attacks can miss.
Right.
Huh. I could have them attack, but I would rather not accidentally cause the arcane anomaly. So I guess...
You just have them cast, like, Passion on Trees and stuff? I don't know. Do they have any buff spells to help Alex?
They have Bark Skin to increase their AC, but as we just established for attack rolls...
Right. So, okay.
I guess I'll have one of them cast Entangle, because...
Not a bad idea. Roll me a d20 to see if they can successfully cast it.
Alright. No, don't open the research bar.
Eight. They successfully cast it.
And I try to get as many as possible.
Alright, roll me a d6.
Okay. D6.
You're able to get 4 of them in Entangle.
Okay.
Because they were roughly, like, huddled together, which is why Shad could get so many in his Dragon Breath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, you're able to get those. Okay, so, it is now Ironclad's turn. A couple of things happen immediately the moment his turn starts.
That's ominous.
So, first things first, I have a list here.
You need a list. Oh god.
I made a list and I'm checking it twice.
You're not Santa Claus.
Was that the...
Diana said you're not Santa Claus.
No, I am not Santa Claus. Okay. So, first off, you see he is standing more or less in the stairwell with all of you. First, you see that a couple of small wounds open in his chest as he takes damage. Taking damage seems to trigger some sort of wave of fire out of him, which then impacts against all of you and the enemies.
Aren't you probably?
What was that, Diana? So, first off, all of you feel like you're getting increased. You feel like you're getting stronger around him, but then also a wave of fire crashes into all of you, dealing 10 fire damage to everyone in the room, including everyone in the stairwell. 3 times. 3 separate instances of 10 fire damage.
Oh,
Tree?
man. Boo.
Yeah.
Right?
I have resistance to fire.
Okay. So, again, this is 3 separate instances. So that is, you apply your resistance and damage reduction.
So I
Each of
take
an
15 instead of 30.
You have any adamantine or anything, Chad?
My shield, but that's on my back.
Fair enough. So, yeah, you would be taking 5 fire damage then?
Just 5 total, or 5 for each one?
5 for each one. However, a lot of the enemies in the room are getting scorched by this too, and he also seems there also seems to be waves of concussive force that come out of him. Yeah, 2 waves of concussive force that come out of him and smite specific enemies. And this all happens when his turn starts. He hasn't even taken his turn yet. This just happens as a result of his turn starting. So, has everyone marked down the damage that they've taken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone has. Then, he puts his hand to his chest and seems to emanate some sort of red energy, which seemingly makes the slow effect not affect him. He then rushes into the room with a great amount of speed. Walks into the center of the room and just does a sweeping slash attack around him, inflicting heavy damage on each of the enemies in the room with this sweeping slash attack. Wild Arkstar, you took 10 fire damage 3 times. Okay, how much damage does this sweeping slash attack? Let me check. Get off. Do.
Well, I am glad that I used aid on the Dryads when the day before. Otherwise, Dryads have 22 HP by default.
Yes. Yeah. He is. That's part of why I put off his turn until later, by the way. Okay.
You were like, yes, I want the players to have time to do something now that it's a decently sized encounter.
Alright, so he deals 8 damage 3 times to all
So
of the
you
enemies
take-
in the room. 8 slashing, 8 magical, 8 magical bludgeoning specifically.
So you take 5 times 3 rattle unless you have damage resistance of some kind.
This whirlwind attack is actually not hitting any of you guys now, it's only hitting the enemies. Thankfully.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, they take more damage than that, because I realized he has plus 7 to his damage currently. So, yeah, they're taking 15 magical slashing each for each of the hits. Times 3, so that's 45. And reduction. Okay, so, all the enemies are dead. He just ran into the center. Between the wave of fire and running into the center of the room and all this jazz, all the enemies have just been sliced apart to ribbons and burning slime parts. Which,
Okay.
Oh my.
yeah,
Oh no.
and then he's just kind of standing there in the middle of the room as combat begins to dissipate, just still vaguely on fire in the middle of a burning room. And he looks at all of you and then just starts walking towards the stairs going up.
Hey, wait, come back. How'd you do that thing? Wait, it didn't slow you down. Wait, what did you do? Hey, come back. Come back.
All right. No, never mind.
How much gold did we get?
Oh, right. Loot. Let me go ahead and roll your loot. Da-da-da-da. You each got 44 gold pieces. And there is an item available. Notably, he didn't bother to wait to take it, so it's still available. There's 3 different items you can choose from. Meanwhile, Ragnchild is just trying to chase after Ironclad.
Yes.
Shad, do you stop to look at the items?
Briefly, yeah.
Okay. The items don't seem to be anything too special. There is there's 3 different orbs, which are those orbs that you can attune to and then use to reduce damage by 1d4. There seems to be 3 orbs made of different materials. 1 corresponding to fire damage, 1 corresponding to cold damage, and 1 corresponding to poison/acid damage.
Well, the fire one.
What was the last one?
1 corresponding to poison/acid damage.
I'll take the fire orb.
Okay.
I wonder why.
Notably, it requires attunement to use, but yes. Okay, you take the fire one.
What is the item called?
The item is called, let me pull up its name. Wikidot, come here. Because it's from the Eberron book. Cleansing sound. Gleamer weed. Wood mark. Orbifueling. It's called the Orbifueling. This one specifically is made out of Fernian basalt stone. It's made out of a kind of basalt.
Could you send me the name so I can put it in my inventory?
Sure.
Thank you.
Welcome. There you go. There's the link to the wiki page. Okay. That all happened. So, you kind of get the impression from this that this guy's not used to fighting on a team.
Yes, I could tell.
But he seems to be deadly efficient at what he's doing.
Also, yes, I could tell.
So, he seems to be walking up one of the stairs. Ragnchild is following him. Round Darkstar is following Ragnchild. What is everyone else doing?
Oh god. I mean, I guess I want to follow, despite me wanting to spend some time to heal, to cast healing spells. I feel...
To be fair, you can cast Cure Wounds as an action, so you can just be casting it as you're walking.
True. We're not dashing, after all.
Yeah, you can, do the equivalent of walk and talk, but in this case, it's just walk and cast Cure Wounds constantly. If it takes you a minute to get to the stairs, which I doubt it will, but if it takes you a minute, there'd be 10 castings by itself. There is notably 2 ways up, though. There is a staircase going to the left and a staircase going to the right. He seems to be entering the staircase going to the right. Do you follow him, or do you go the other direction?
I would like to just continue.
Do we want to split the party, is basically what I'm asking.
Personally, no.
Okay, so does everyone just follow Ironclad to the right?
I'm
Or-
already following him.
Or does everyone ditch him because he is a team-killing idiot and goes to the left?
I mean, Ragnar's already following him.
Fair enough. So everyone goes to the right. Okay, as you enter this room, Let me roll to see what events you get.
Hey, Finn.
Event room. Actually, it's question mark room, not an event. Fortunately, you do get an event though. Alright. How many possible? Okay. Let me do this. I can remember that. Why do I not have that open? I have so many pages open in preparation for this, but not the one I want. Want the events be? Maybe cast cure. Will you cast cure wounds on 3 commands? Okay.
Then it gets 5, and then it gets.
Oh. 1. Oh wait, ignoring that one. 1, 2, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 12, 13. Interesting. You all walk into this room. Ironclad walks into this room and stands in the center of it with Ragnchild following. The room seems to be mostly empty, though you notice that as people walk in, they notice that one of the walls, the bricks, seem to be a bit more loose than usual. And that's the only notable thing about the room, except when Clocksworth enters the room.
Me again?
Clocksworth, as you enter the room, you notice there is a small piece of paper sticking out of the one wall.
Huh. Didn't Yao say something about that?
Yes.
I guess I should take a look at it. I forgot exactly what he said. That's me in character. I remember as a player what he said.
I also DM'd you something.
Which I didn't see because I'm in Do Not Disturb, so I didn't even notice.
Yeah, good thing. Is anyone hurt? Rattle, everyone is hurt. What do you mean?
I'm not. I'm not. I had resistance to fire and Mizium, so I had resistance and 5 damage reduction. And I was like, okay, thank you, goodbye.
Yeah. They use healing spirit, so people can use healing spirit to heal. Good idea.
Yeah, since we were following, I was expecting that I wouldn't have time to cast Cure Wounds on everyone while everyone was rushing into the stairs on top of that. But,
I like to imagine Rattle cast healing spirit in the stairwell, so as you're all walking up, you have to pass through it and get healed. Anyway, when Clocksworth notices this, and you mention that, then everyone else in the room can suddenly see there is a piece of paper in the wall that none of you saw until now. And Ironclad seems to just be standing in the center of the room, not moving. What do y'all do?
Hey, you good? You good? You good? Hey. Poke, poke, poke.
Ironclad is ignoring you. He is just staring at the paper. Well, he's staring off in the distance towards the paper.
I choose to try to read the paper.
You try to take it out of the wall?
Well, first of all, yes.
Alright, as you go to take it out of the wall, a small box appears above your heads saying, "Take and give." And you get the sense that when you take this out of the wall, you need to put something back in there in return. However, when you read the actual note, would you like me to say it out loud, or would you like me to send it privately?
You know what? I want you to say it out loud. I think I have an idea of what it was because of what you told me before, but I feel my character would just be like, "What is this?" and just starts immediately reading it out loud.
All right. The note is 2 simple lines, and there is a small little device with it too, that also appears out of the paper. I'll describe the device first. The device seems to be a small blue, like, orb of some kind, but specifically, it seems to be like a small holster thing that's holding an orb in it. And the orb has a very similar color to the Aetherium crystal in Ragnarchild's chest, but it seems to be weaker somehow. I don't know. It seems to be a little strange. But the note, which you recognize as being in your handwriting somehow, reads as follows. The heart awaits. Defect returns. Finds old mechanical. That is the entire note. It is also addressed specifically to you, Clockwork.
How how do I know that? It's not like my name was on the note or something.
Just by holding it, you get the sense that this was written by you and only meant to be by you. Don't know how you know. You just somehow know. You somehow vaguely remember writing, so you have no idea where you're getting these memories. They're memories seemingly from more the carriage, somehow.
Oh, that would make some sense. Fuck.
I like to imagine Clarksworth says that out loud, like he doesn't let anyone else know anything else. He just randomly hear him say, "Oh, that would make some sense." Fuck.
The fuck as well.
Yes.
Randomly says one random swear word out of nowhere.
Yeah. None of you have actually heard Clarksworth swear before. This must be something big. Does anyone else try to read the note?
And Rattle is now messing with Ragnarchild. Okay. I heard small sounds. I have no clue what they meant.
Ragnarchild, what did you say?
Oh, sorry.
And Grandma's gone missing.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, my kids had me distracted. I'm sorry. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. Also, welcome back, Diana.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, does anyone else try to read the note or interact with Cerner as interact with Clockwork as they're just randomly sworn and are just staring at this note, seemingly perplexed and worried?
Hey, what does that say? Hey, I can't. Can you? Wait, can I read it?
When you try to read it, it is entirely unintelligible to you, as it just seems to be scribbles to you guys. Even your true sight won't let you see what it's actually.
What is this? This looks like something Linda wrote. Come on. What? Linda? Now, Linda, you can be honest with me. Were you writing on the paper here?
Maybe.
Clockwork is Linda, confirmed. No.
Don't do something like that when I was literally taking a sip when you said that one. I thought I was going to spray on my drawer.
I like to imagine everyone in character also started bursting out laughing. Not just players.
yes, I am Linda as well. Yes.
No,
it
he's
makes,
not.
yes,
Well,
it makes
no.
perfect sense. Yes, it makes perfect sense.
No,
Yes,
he's not. He's not me.
obviously.
He's lying. He's
Yeah.
lying. He's trying to be
Yes.
funny. He's not me.
How would I
Yes.
even do that? How would I even do that?
I don't know. Maybe you got some kind of like tricksy powers when you got a new body. I don't know. The Spire is crazy.
He's not me.
Yes, we know, Linda. We were joking.
I don't like you.
Linda, put down the frying pan. Linda. Linda.
Linda menacingly approaches Clocksworth with a vorpal frying pan.
Linda, I know. Linda, you're gonna kill him with that. Be careful. Because he's tiny. You're gonna splat him. No,
One time.
Linda. No.
One time. One time. Okay.
Okay, maybe.
The frying. Jeez, now I just remember, since my character is small, that frying pan probably looks pretty big to me.
Yes, it's bigger than your head.
Probably.
One time smash. One time smash. Let's go smash.
Oh, God.
So silly.
Yes.
One time smash? Smash.
California smash.
Okay. Brace yourself, Clocksworth.
What?
Get me.
You're about to be smashed in the face by a vorpal frying pan.
Oh, fuck.
Linda, make an attack roll.
Huh?
Are you actually going to hit them or no?
I can't hear you. What?
Are you actually going to hit Clocksworth or no?
Yes.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Hold on, let me find that attack roll. Ba-doo. Why is it so small? Yeah. It's so tiny, I don't understand. Okay.
Oh, I don't actually have your vorpal frying pan programmed in your thing. Whoops.
Yes, you don't. How dare. Just kidding.
Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Okay. Dexterity. 8.
Why is it so tiny in here?
Growth run is. Oh, excuse me. 1.
God, am I that blind? Where's... That's initiative, dexterity.
Okay, you should see in you should see in your attacks a new one called Vorpal Frying Pan.
Hold on. It's so freaking tiny today. I don't know why it's so small.
I don't know, because Linda's tiny.
No, the writing in here.
I have no idea why. Would you like me to click it?
I'm trying to find where you said it. I don't see it. Maybe.
If you look in the center above global attack modifier and global damage modifier, there's that column of attacks. So there's like sickle, cure wounds, free heal, quarterstaff, vorpal frying pan, sword weapon.
Oh, there it is.
That's okay. She rolled a nat 1 to hit.
We're in the Spire. Does it mean that it auto hits?
You're outside of a battle, so no.
Okay.
The Spire has weird rules. That only applies to battles. Yeah, you actually manages to miss.
Oh.
So, instead of actually damaging you, she just gives you a bonk on the head. It doesn't do any damage.
You escaped with your life this time, Clocksworth.
I mean, that sounds like you're joking, but this is a vorpal weapon, so yes, you escaped with your life this time. Because that could have hit your head off, literally.
Okay, thank you for the info, because as a player, I have no clue what a Vorpal anything does.
Right. Okay, Shadow would actually fill you in, because Shadow knows what it is. So, as a player, he's going to fill you in on what Vorpal weapons. Which, for those at home who do not know, here is the full effects of a Vorpal weapon.
I love how Ironclad is probably doing this statue right now while we're arguing, and I got threatened by a Vorpal frying pan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in hindsight, maybe giving like a 6-year-old girl a Vorpal weapon, maybe not the greatest decision. You know, she's got to be able to defend herself, but she does have a little bit of a temper. That's
No.
that's my Linda. I know. You're just the cutest. You're just the cutest little murder machine with that.
Jewels, yay.
Yay.
Oh!
What? Yeah. Now you read what it does.
Well, I'm glad we got the wrong end of the dice roll. If it was the other extreme, that would have been rough.
Yes. Okay. Anywho, would you like me to repeat what the note said, or would you like me to write it down? I can go ahead and write it down if you want.
Sure, it's a note.
Yeah, I'll write it down in your DMs. While I do this, feel free to talk amongst yourselves, because you have a small break before you go to the next floor if you want to.
Whew. Yeah.
I also realized there's actually a fourth line that I forgot to mention. That is, remember your route. But yeah, there's the 4 lines that are written on the paper, along with whatever this orb thing is.
Yeah. Oh. Well, first, before I do this, I feel I would make sure that there isn't a random delirium crystal and within 10 feet of it before I try casting a spell.
You're gonna have to fly if you want to try and get more than 10 feet away from a delirium crystal, because they're covering the walls and floors.
Well, I'm glad when we cast spells there wasn't a random spells that got redirected by the crystals yet.
True. You've actually noticed that the stairwells don't seem to have delirium in them. It's the actual floors that do, weirdly enough.
Huh.
It's a little weird, but yeah, the stairwells don't actually seem to have delirium in them. They seem to just be pure void steel, which by this point you've all grown mostly accustomed to void steel thanks to Cathangus. Given looking into his eyes and staring into the void, so all of you are largely unaffected by void at this point, thanks to how much you're exposed to Cathangus. Except for Rattle, obviously. But Rattle has armor to make him unscathed at this point. So, what are you going to try and do, Clockwork?
I wanted to try to cast Identify on the... Did I not have the spell? Yes, okay, I wanted to try to cast Identify on the crystal orb thing.
Okay, do you go back to the stairwell to do it, or...?
Yeah, sure, because I believe the first one had experienced casting a spell too close to a delirium crystal after the changes happened, so I know what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay, so you go back to the stairwell and cast Identify. Identify gives you some weird signals, because at first it tells you it's not magic, First, you have a hard time even targeting it, as if it doesn't actually exist. Weird.
That's a weird description.
Secondly, you manage to target it, but it actually comes up with a bunch of unknowns, as in literally it's a bunch of question marks. Which is weird, because Identify has never failed. Do you try casting Identify again?
Sure, why not? I have the boon that makes it so first level spells don't require spell slots, so it's not like I'm wasting spell slots.
Okay, when you cast Identify again, it still comes up as question marks, but now you somehow know what it is by Identify not telling you.
What the hell?
Yeah. Also, now the orb has begun to glow as it starts to float out of your hands.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like a Catangless what did you do moment, except now it's Clocksword what did you do? Again.
Everyone else is able to see this, by the way. It just started floating out of his hands. Specifically, the orb, I'll actually send you a picture of what it looks like, more or less. I'll send this to everyone, because I'll post it in the chat, but also send it privately to Roger. It's... yeah. So, it begins to float above you, and you feel that while you have this orb, you feel strangely energized, in a way. You can't quite describe it, but it feels familiar, and it's now just following you around your head. It feels weirdly normal and comfortable to have, like you got back something. It feels like you got back something that you lost. As weird as that is. However, everyone else is able to see something weird about Clocksworth. And would you like to know what that is?
What is it?
Ragnchild, you notice this most pronouncedly. He is starting to glow with a faint blue light signature, which has the distinct coloration of Aetherium. But he doesn't have Aetherium. He's just seemingly glowing with a faint amount of the color of Aetherium.
He is a Christmas light.
Yes! Clocksworth has become a walking Christmas light. Surprise! This is really a Christmas special. In freaking September.
I swear, Linda sometimes doesn't say a lot, but I feel every time she says something, it gets a whole lot of reactions.
Clocksworth, la 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 la.
I fell on my bed. Let me get my headphones again.
Yeah. Rattle Darkstar is asking Linda a question in Roll20.
Bloop, bloop. Bloopy bloop. Oh! Cool. Okay.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, would everyone like to move on to the next floor, or are you going to question more things about Clockwork?
I'm okay with moving on to the next floor.
I mean, Linda and Rattle are still interacting, so I feel you should probably wait for that.
Ragna? Could you do anything?
I'm gonna say, all right, Linda, it's time to move on. Come on, let's go.
Right as Rattle is starting to become a light show.
Nice. Oh, becomes a constellation dragon. Oh, right. You have Circle of Stars. I forgot about that. They become a starry creature of the night. Shadow walks up to you, Clocksworth, and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you and says, I can tell you're going through a lot. Whatever it is, you can tell us, but if you don't want to, that's fine. You know, we'll just accept you for who you are.
Same. I wouldn't even know what I am because I feel like maybe I've.
He then proceeds. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Maybe I've been here before. That would explain the memory loss. That would explain why this felt familiar. That would explain why the writing on that thing on that note looked like my writing. That would explain a lot, actually.
Well, whatever the truth is, I'm sure we'll find it together. Now come along. And he proceeds to pick you up and start carrying you. As he walks towards the stairwell to get to the next level.
Okay.
Well, you are small in pocket size, so you can just pick you. Because it's important to remember that he's 10 feet tall and you're like 2 feet tall. So you're a fifth of his size.
Tree, but yes. Closer to tree, but yes.
Okay, you're a fourth.
Let's just say a fourth. Yeah.
Ironclad turns to the rest of you and says, come on, we have a rest site soon. So Ironclad starts walking up the stairs. Does anyone else walk up the stairs?
You mentioned something about a rest site. I'll take the opportunity to go there.
Fair enough. Would anyone else like to join?
I'm gonna go join them as well.
Alrighty.
I'm being carried, so...
You don't have a choice, yes.
I mean, I could probably try to get a choice, but
You feel strangely comfortable right now, so you kind of don't want to. Rattle, Ironclad is proceeding to go up to the next floor and says that the next floor is a rest site. Yeah. So do you want to go up to the next floor, or do you want to stick around here in the delirium fog-filled room still? Alright. Rattle joins. And I assume they carry Linda with them, if not Bradenchild doing it. Because Bradenchild was kind of shooing them forward. Alright. Okay.
Nope. Yes. Correct.
I am going to go ahead and roll to give character shift. No. This will be an empty rest site. Alright, as you all walk up towards into this room, the staircase will seem a little longer than the last one. However, as you enter this room, you finally see the delirium fog dissipates as you enter a room that actually seems relatively calm, and there's no delirium in this. In the center of the room, there is a massive campfire with a spiral sword stuck into it, as well as burning ablaze with a bright fire, and Ironclad walks over and sits down near the fire. Yes, it's an obvious Dark Souls reference. What would everyone like to do? They are faced with a campfire in a room that is relatively clear of delirium.
Oh. I guess, yeah, we should take the time to rest a bit.
Or lay down near the fire, rest a bit if the others are. So Clocksworth's resting, Rattle's resting.
I don't know. If Shadow is now carrying me over to the next room and ignoring everyone else, maybe I'm reacting a little bit more.
Shadow walks over to the campfire, sits down, and sets you down next to him. As all of you begin to file... Oh, sorry. Ragnchild? Diana, what are you two doing? back down to Linda.
Huh?
You have entered a room with a campfire where you can rest. Would you
Oh,
like
sure.
to?
I'll take a rest if we're. Are we taking a short rest together at this campfire? What do we say?
Well, as Ironclad
Maybe.
explains, he says, "This is a safe sanctuary. It will only last for about an hour. You all may rest an hour, and then we will proceed onwards further. Alternatively, you can spend the hour training your body to upgrade your abilities, for which I am resting. So yes,
Oh,
everyone
that's
can
just-
take a short rest if they would like to. What were you going to say, Recto?
Yeah, no, I was just saying I will take a short rest as well.
Cool. I will also take this opportunity to take a small break in the stream, if we may. I need to go to the bathroom.
Sounds good.
I will do the same.
All right, 5-minute break, everyone. Sorry, 15-minute break, everyone. Let's actually take a sizable break.
Okay.
I said s'mores. S'mores. There's somewhere deep inside of these bones. Right. Nothing will blood not scare you right out of your pants. Wee-hoo! When it comes to parties, bloop, bloop, bloopy, bloop, bloopy, bloop. And since oh, do you want your toy? Okay. Oh, come here. Ready? Come here. Come here. Two, one, two, one. Yeah. Boom. Go get your toy. Mexico. Yeah, those are my shorts. They're dirty. I didn't have that. Gosh. Okay, hold on. Can you help me pick? I'll go down. Okay. Wanna go? Look at that baby. Oh, goodness me.
How you doing, Kay?
Pardon?
Said, how are you doing?
I'm just unpacking, putting shit away in here.
Okay.
Because I was too lazy to do it when I got home yesterday. Because I got home at 9 and I was like, I just want to chill.
Right. Yeah.
It's October soon. I'm so excited. Should I wear my Nightmare Before Christmas sweatpants for pajama jams? We're gonna wear this shirt tomorrow. Because it can. Ghosty jammies. Could wear my ghosty jammies. They're cute.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
What?
Not your offering.
No. I can wear my cute pumpkin. I have to wear all three. Not at the same time, but I have to wear all three. Yes, I'll wear all three, but what first? Those pajamas first? These ones first. I don't even care if it's like October like Thanksgiving October 1st or whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna wear all Halloween shit. All October. Because that's how it is. Okie dokie.
I am just waiting for other turn. We have about 4 minutes until.
Just FYI, I'd make you watch Nightmare Before Christmas on Halloween and Christmas.
Okay, that's fine. I like that movie.
Well, it's like both. It's both. Like, there's people who say it's more of a Halloween movie. Some say it's both. I say you can watch it on both because it shows both, like Christmas and Halloween.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, you come back.
Catching up.
Big and the child. I'm curious. What do you think? Should I wear those pajamas at the start of October?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, why
I
wait?
showed you these pajamas before, or I have the ones that say Happy Boo and it's like a ghost and two pumpkins,
Aw, cute.
or my Nightmare Before Christmas sweatpants because I just recently bought them and it has like Jack on his like that little mountain thing and then Zero
Yeah,
chilling
yeah.
out in the. So I'm like,
Oh.
I'm gonna wear all three of them at
Mhm.
like throughout all October. I just don't know which one to wear first.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I would wear the ghost one first
The
because
ghost one first.
yeah, you know why? I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like because it's like a
Like-
Halloween movie, but it's also a Christmas,
Also a Christmas
movie,
movie.
so you can get away with wearing it
Yeah.
later if you need.
Yeah, I when I went to Toronto when I was like dog sitting my sister's dogs, I
Mhm.
got like Nightmare Before Christmas socks
Oh.
and Nightmare Before Christmas oven gloves, like those like hand ones. Because
Mhm.
I had to. I'm like, they're so cute. My
Oh my
sister got me a
Uh,
Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirt when I got there,
Aw.
so I wore it when I got home.
Mhm.
And then I got the Nightmare Before Christmas sweater, and I have a Nightmare Before Christmas necklace that says Zero, so it's like his little house.
His little doghouse.
Yeah, with Zero on it. I'm like, this is so cute. And people go, how do you know that Zero is a wiener dog? I'm like, because it shows that he was an actual wiener dog.
So cute. Oh, so it's like, and then your doggies are like
Weenies,
also?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where
Oh,
we
that's
love
great.
wiener dogs because of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Aw. Is that your favorite Disney movie?
Yeah, it's a movie that I would watch with my cousins, my aunt's kids, like my cousin's kids. And then, so like we would watch it every Halloween, or like on my birthday, because my birthday's on the 27th of October. So,
Oh wow.
yes.
4 days before Halloween.
And then we all sing, like, it's literally weird. Like, we actually all sing the songs while the movie's
you?
going. We still have the VHS, and we also have, like, so we have, like, the VHS one, like, the old one.
Yeah.
And we
Mhm.
also have it in DVD, but sometimes we're like, our VHS still works, let's watch it on the VHS. But now that, like, we don't know if it actually will, we watch it on DVD or we watch it in that, like the Cody, like online or on the Disney Channel.
I
We're
would-
like, just because we're old, we're gonna watch it anyway.
Oh, you have
Like
to.
we love. Yeah,
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it's iconic.
So, yeah, like
Yeah.
so when I have kids, oh yeah, I'm gonna make them watch it.
I know.
I'm-
It's so nice to pass those kind of like traditions down. My
Mhm.
my movie is like Beauty. It's Beauty and the Beast. Just my
That's what
favorite
me and my
Disney movie.
sister do
Yeah.
too. We watch
Mhm.
that movie all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I watched the People versions just because I'm like I love that movie and I wanted to watch all the Disney People versions.
Mhm.
But I still like the classic ones better than the People versions.
Yeah.
They were good, but I still prefer the Disney version.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I mean, because I'm a huge, like I said, Beauty and the Beast is like my jam. So when they made like the the live action one, I was just like, oh, if you ruin my movie, I'm gonna hate you forever. you know.
Did they?
Yeah.
I feel like like B
It-
minus. It's
Yeah.
hidden. They had a lot of like throwback or like references to the animated movie that were I did enjoy. You know what is great? Oh my gosh, it's I think it's called right. I saw this. It's this anime. It is
Twisted.
It's not a.
It's Twisted, and it's like Twisted anime, and they're all the villains and stuff. It's like Twisted something, Twisted Wonderland.
Oh
or something?
no! I saw
Oh.
this. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was an anime movie. It came out in like 2022. It's called Belle. It is so good. And it's
Oh, that one.
like
Yeah, I've
yes.
been wanting to see it, but I've been
Oh my
holding
God.
back to see it yet because like
it's
I'm just like waiting
amazing.
for the right moment. I'm like, and they're
yeah,
like,
no,
but it's already
it's-
been out. I'm like, I know, but I'm waiting. Just
yeah. That's it, like that for me was like A plus. It was beautiful. Like I was crying at oh my god, it was so good. And it's like this adaptation of the same Beauty and the Beast story that is just like, oh my gosh, yes. That for me
Yeah.
was like the A plus.
Yeah.
The live action Beauty and the Beast, B minus.
yeah, like I
wasn't-
watched the live version of The Little Mermaid. It
Mhm.
was okay. Like it was. I liked some of the difference in it.
Mhm.
I did like how they gave Eric singing like a little. So it was kind of like he's not like pretty.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a little live now. I'm the pretty prince. Well, I get tricked by the sea. Oh my love, like.
Yeah.
No. That part I thought it was.
hmm Yeah.
Then he did.
Again, I'm bringing it back to my movie. Oh. But
Okay.
I was like, the live action Beauty and the Beast, Gaston had no charisma. He was like so flat. I was like,
Yeah.
they should have
Right.
like
They
the
ruined
guy
the-
at the parks is like
Yeah.
amazing. Like, why did they just hire that guy? No, we got like this. Ugh, I
I
was
know,
just,
right? Yeah, I was like looking
nobody
at that. I was
thinks
like,
this Gaston is cool. I'm sorry.
We
No.
got someone that the real Gaston would be like, really, and spit on him.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the OG Gaston was the best. And then like the
Absolutely.
this Gaston, like I mean, he did okay in like some points, but
It's
other
just
points
like,
was like, eh.
Have you seen the animated
Yeah,
movie?
no
I
one
don't
can
think
top
you've seen
animated
it.
Gaston. Like, come on now.
Sir,
He's the
you
best
need to be a
Gaston.
little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm like even like your sidekick was like like his little friend.
Yeah,
Like he was more animated than you.
Yeah!
I know. I liked him as LeFou. Josh Gad is LeFou.
Yeah.
He was a very good LeFou. The Gaston was awful. I hated the Gaston.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was
sad,
internally
'cause, like, I
raging.
liked him as
Yeah,
I liked him as an actor, so I was like excited to see how well he would
Mhm.
do, and then I saw it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, like he was good in the Hobbit movies,
Mhm.
Bard. But yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, this is
Yeah.
no.
Gaston
Yeah, I
has a
was
very
like,
specific personality, and it's hard to pull off.
Yeah, and it wasn't there. I was like,
Well, I've seen
I
people
know
do, like,
Gaston,
live
and this is not
actions.
Gaston.
I've seen the live like theater actions of people do like Beauty and the Beast,
Mhm.
like, and a
Yeah.
lot of people can capture Gaston
Yeah.
on point. So I'm like,
Exactly.
if they can capture him, how come you couldn't?
Right.
Explain
Right.
to me, sir.
It's like, Gaston, like, be Gaston, but like really rein it in. Like, just really tone it down. Like, why? Ugh, awful. Awful.
I think they were trying to be like he was like too much into himself and blah blah blah. But that's Gaston.
Yeah.
Like,
his personality is not entirely self-absorbed. Yes, that's part of it, but that's not the entire personality.
Right.
Like, if you're just going to be self-absorbed and that's it, you're just going to come off as a dead fish.
I know. It was, yeah. But
Yeah.
like I said,
The Gaston part reminded me entirely of live-action Lion King, if you've seen that.
Yeah. It's another.
Jesus, that movie's a train wreck.
It's the, like, real animals, like, there's zero facial expression. It's just like dead the whole time, like
Yes.
dead-eyed animals the whole time. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's when you can see things. Half the movie, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
but,
Why is there so
I
much
always
darkness?
I always watch the live action movies, like just because like it's all and it was like iconic, right? So
Oh
you're
my
like,
gosh, yeah.
I'm gonna watch it anyway. I know it's not gonna be my favorite. I'm always gonna like the original, but
Yeah.
you always have to
Definitely.
give it like a chance, right? My sister never wants to, but I give it a chance. Just to watch it.
It's fun to kind of like relive those kind of feelings. Like, when I was a little kid was when, like, the Disney Renaissance was happening, and it's just amazing movie after amazing movie. And so it's like now they're kind of like coming out again. So it's like, kind of recapturing that childhood feeling in a way. Like,
Yep.
even if it's, even if in the end it's like, oh, okay, well, that didn't compare.
You want,
Yeah.
you want to know the Beauty and the
My
Beast
cousin's
one for me,
kids.
what my Disney movie was that
What's
they
yours?
semi-ruined? Aladdin. Aladdin was the big one for me.
Yeah. Oh, man.
One
yeah.
shot ahead of the breadline. Do, 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 do.
You know
God, I
what's
love the
sad?
songs in
You
that.
know what's sad?
Yeah.
Everyone said I actually captured because I played Jafar in Aladdin Jr. in a play.
Oh, cool. Oh
And,
my gosh.
Yeah, and they said I captured Jafar on point. I'm like, yeah, because I had to give him a little bit of a funny side to him because, like, if you look at it, like, you can tell, like, it's like, why did he become an asshole? I'm like, there are some reasons to why he became an a-hole. Because they took out the song "Why Me." There's a song called "Why Me," and it kind of explains why he got to where he is.
So
And
you
he's
had
like-
like,
like,
you
it was like
you were able to
people
use
always
that as
kinda
like
like-
additional motivation in what you were doing
Yeah.
in the play. Yeah,
I
that's
still
awesome.
I still can't ace his laugh, like the OG's laugh. But
I know.
like I'm gonna practice to
Sorry.
ace that. But like that. But I fucking terrified everyone, and nobody knew I was a girl until I got off stage and went hi.
Oh, that's
'Cause I used my
amazing.
guy voice.
How fun.
I
gosh.
scared somebody's dad. He's like, oh my god, you are a woman? I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
Like, obviously.
I'm like, whoops. He's like, you did so good as Jafar. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you. I did try out for Jasmine, but they said I was too funny. I'm like, well, she's like, because you know how Jasmine's more serious and not so funny.
Yes.
I'm like, she gotta have a little bit of a tiny funny bone because she had like funny lines. And it's like, you can't really make those lines come out serious. I'm like, you gotta have a little bit of hee-hee in it. Because like,
Oh, yeah. No,
not all
I mean,
serious people are like 100% serious. They do have like a haha type of.
yeah, and I think what makes like Jafar and Scar kind of like so fun and so iconic is like that they're kind of like very campy villains. Like they definitely go like really evil and bad at the end, and everything. I mean, of course, but like you know, throughout the movie, though, it's just like that high level of camp about them is just like what makes them so fun. I think that's what people really enjoy
Mhm.
about those characters.
Yeah,
So,
it was
yeah.
funny because like I got a call back to be the like because I one of my an old student that I used to know, his little sister wanted to audition for the part of Iago. So I was like, okay, I'll say the line because I memorized every single line for like the audition, like for every character, just in case if somebody needed somebody to say the line for them.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
And
yeah. As the
yeah, like you have like a partner or whatever.
understudy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, like no, not an understudy.
Oh,
Like
not an
when you're
understanding.
auditioning, like when you're auditioning,
Oh,
there's
when you're
somebody,
auditioning. Yeah.
yeah,
Gotcha.
and there's
Gotcha.
somebody
Gotcha.
like saying like the lines with you, so you
Oh,
don't have to just say it with the teacher. So I'm like,
yes.
okay. So I said I'll do it with Jafar, like whatever. And I used my guy voice, and everyone's jaw dropped, and I was like,
Meanwhile, Rattle and I are having a small argument about Gaston in the Discord tech chat.
and then and that girl got the part of Iago too, because like, and she was so happy. She's like,
Oh,
because
nice.
you got the part. She's like, we had chemistry as like they said we had chemistry as Iago and Jafar. And I was like, ha
Oh,
ha.
cool. Awesome. Yeah. So you
But like,
helped
I
her
got to call.
basically to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I thought she was really
Amazing.
good. She was like, I heard her practice, and she was like really good as Iago. So then I was like, oh, what else can I do? And so like, so I got a call. Like I was sick, and then I got back, and I got a call back to be the genie or the villain, and I got the part of the villain because they're like, because there was Adam Kuma who's really good at this as the genie. So it was like me and him were like head on to the genie because like they're like we had a hard time picking the genie for like cast one.
It's
You
hard to
both were
capture the
so good.
genie's bombastic personality and stuff. Yeah.
No, I was good at it.
What?
So like,
It's
and the same as
tiring.
him. So what they were doing, I don't know which one to pick. And they're like, but like nobody's. And they're like, but you were the best. Your friend, so that wanted you. Let me be the meanie. And like they're like, I like when they're like talking about the like the guards are talking about like Jafar like giving them like saying wing shit, and like and they're like give the death glare, like give the Jafar death glare too. And I did that. They're like, oh my god! I'm like, you got it so perfectly. I was like, I wasn't. I was just trying to, because I always watch that movie and I always kind of paid attention to every single character. So I understood each and every character's
Okay, no?
personality.
You wrap up this story. We do actually have to get back to the D&D.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
I like this story.
but
I'm sorry. Rattle was asking me, and I'm like, yeah, it is an
But
extra.
it was
We've
like-
taken a half hour.
yeah, but it was
Fair.
like Maleficent, like the real, like the people version showed
Yeah.
like her side of the story of why she got mean. So that's what I liked about the people version of that. But yeah, anyways, let's get on with it. Sorry.
It's okay. We all enjoyed your story. It was very fun to see you and Dragon Child interact.
I know. We shall talk about more about Beauty and the Beast in the Belle movie later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Knowing us, we could go on for hours just talking about that. That's why I cut it short when I did.
Yeah, I'm glad to know. I'm glad to know we're not the only two going on super long tangents from time to time.
Yes.
I'm just a quiet one.
I know. But it's okay, kind of. Okay. So, all of you are currently taking your short rest. Actually, Shad, are you back? You haven't said anything. Or is Shad still gone, actually?
Well, I guess we could have continued this story. Oops.
Oh, Shad's offline. Weird. Oh, wait, they just show up as off. By the way, so, you're all taking a short rest because of Well, yeah. The fire is burning, you take a short rest. What would everyone like to do during their short rest?
Hmm.
Do you want to try and do anything special, or do you just regular rest with no other special activity? You can do light activities. You can't do like training, but you can like talking amongst yourselves and having conversations. Yada yada yada.
I mean, Ironclad did mention something about training while we were in this place.
Right. He said you can either rest or you can train. So you can either take a short rest or you can spend the 1 hour training. One of the two. I created water and good berry for everyone. Yeah. I also heard someone mention that they were busting out s'mores earlier. People are eating food and resting around the campfire. Even Ironclad seems to have some rations out of his pocket eating.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
What the hell was that sound?
What the hell
It
was
sounded
that?
like it sounded like someone violently shaking another thing, and I don't know where it came from.
Was it from my microphone?
I don't know. I am full screen on Roll20, so I can't tell whose mic it was.
Do you hear right now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my foot twitching. That's my foot twitching on the ground, shaking the ground. Because currently my microphone is resting on my desk, so any vibrations in the ground go through my table and into my microphone.
Depends what your class is, Radil.
Yeah. If you are a warlock, you get spells back. If you aren't, then no.
If you are a wizard or a scholar, you can use the arcane recovery feature if you have it.
Yes.
Which
Anything
I just said that and I realized I didn't use a single spell slot.
Yeah. Anything that recovers on a short rest can recover here on a short rest. Also, Clocksworth, I did actually send you something in DMs.
Again? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 things, yes. Probably 3 of the same. Yes. RNG pulled, RNG did RNG things.
Yeah. For reference, we had that event planned for a while, but I put in the random RNG table, and I expected it to come up a lot later. It just rolled right now, so I'm like, well,
Just
okay, the
roll on
event's
the
happening now.
Yeah, it just rolled on the first event on this client, so it was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
This is very interesting. So yeah, everyone is able to take a short rest. For those who aren't taking a short rest, you can train to upgrade something. But beyond that, you can just take. Is there anything else you all want to talk about or do during the short rest, or should we just fast forward until the end of it?
I'm checking real quick. Yeah, 1, 2. Would secretly be humming a sea shanty. Ooh.
Secretly be humming sea. Yo yo, a pirate's life for me. I don't know that many sea shanties. I'm sorry. It's like that one and Oh Man the Wellerman Come. Which I can't sing that one on stream because it's slightly inappropriate.
Oh.
It's got a lot of innuendo in it. But explain why Surtur didn't notice.
Yeah.
Let's think of the drunken whaler. Oh, say the drunken whaler. Oh, say the drunken whaler. Yeah, I know that one too, yeah. Oh, there's a drunken whaler in the morning. I don't know the full lyrics to that one, but I know that song, and that's a good one.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's one.
7, 8. Huh.
Hey, Waggenchild, during the short rest, do you question Clocksworth why he's glowing with the color of Aetherium?
Oh, probably. I should probably do that instead of actually just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I spent the rest the whole time. Linda and I were talking about my.
I figured you
favorite
spent most of it
vocals.
talking to Linda, and then now you're talking to him.
I was telling her that I saw the latest production of Beauty and the Beast. Last time we were back
Beauty
in
and the
town.
Beast is canon to my campaign, question mark?
And it was awful. The guy they had playing Gaston was just, the worst. And I saw it performed way back, 150 years ago, and it was way better then. So
Fair enough.
that's what we talked about.
Fun fact, by the way, did you know that in a D&D rulebook, Gaston actually appears as an image fighting a werewolf? I'm not kidding. This is canon to D&D.
If you know where it is, that's an image to send after the stream.
No, I'm sending it right now.
Okay.
Yes, I am very aware of this. Because it's a pretty famous image. Yeah. A quick Google search brought it up.
Oh, I just yep.
Like, I'm gonna post it in D&D General, and I'm going to all of you. You cannot tell me this is not straight up Gaston. Like, Ragnar, look at that.
I know. Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, I love that image. Yeah, it's. Oh my gosh.
That is just straight up their version of Gaston fighting the
It's,
Beast from near the end of the
Oh
movie.
god,
Just-
yes.
In this case,
So
it's a
good.
werewolf,
It's
but
so
close
good.
enough.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this? Let there be light, fires, laser. I wrote that on a piece of paper like a week ago. Of just Bugler making a funny quote, and then I just wrote it on a piece of paper. But since since all my pieces of paper are all D&D related, except that one page that has only this text on it. Sometimes I just watch it and I'm like, why is there a sheet with only one line of text? And I read it and I'm like, oh, that's why. That's the sheet.
Yeah, that was when we were talking about you, Lena. Hey, Ragnchild, I'm going to send you a meme related to Gaston. I won't post this in the server because of the vulgar language, but...
Okay.
Would you like to see it too, sir?
Sure.
Ragnchild, look in your DMs.
Okay, let me see. Ah! That's amazing.
If anyone else would like to see it. I know, hey. Okay, so... how do you approach Clocksworth about the question? How do you pop the question?
Are you actually? I mean, you must be. Can anybody else see the blue light that is kind of pulsating out of your body, or is that
I
just
think-
the true sight?
I think at this point I would be trying to look at myself now that Ragnar is pointing it out.
Only people with true sight can see it, I will point out.
And I took off the mask, so I don't see it right now.
Yes. Ragnar, you don't necessarily know that only... Actually, wait, no, never mind, I realized something. You can't see with true sight, because true sight make... Oh, wait.
Oh Right.
But this is one of the rooms not filled with delirium.
Yeah, I was about to mention it.
It is filled with void steel, though, but void steel actually shows up as darkness in True Sight, not as light.
So there's just a bunch of darkness. So it's just even more dark. So the room is now the ends of the room and the floor are now even more dark because of True Sight.
Yeah, so with True Sight, when you look around the room, it just looks like a room of pitch blackness with no features besides the people sitting around in it. And the
bar and the fire. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fire.
Yeah, you just, I mean, you're glowing. I've never seen you looking so healthily glowing before.
You look so fabulous.
I think at this point I just try and go into my backpack and try to grab the reek mask in it and put it on and see if I can see myself glowing.
We hang him on a tree.
Question, does the Eureka mask still have delirium in it?
No, it's the one that it's the
Fair
one
enough.
that the Zokra repaired with chlorophyte because I destroyed mine when I was casting Bless every minute, literally with the mask on my face.
Fair enough. So, yeah, you're able to see that you are glowing, though it's a little hard to see because the glowing is also covering your eyes, so, everything is tinted blue.
Huh. Weird. What? Why is it blue? What?
Why is it blue? What does that mean?
You think I know?
I don't know. You're looking like a gender reveal. What's going on?
I'm looking like a what? Like as a player, I didn't understand the words that were said there.
It's a boy, I think is what this means.
Then
right?
you're looking like a gender reveal.
Not gonna lie, I don't think Locksworth knows the concept of gender.
We need to figure this out. No, awful things, horrible things. They've destroyed so many acres of the forest. No, my people, we put them to death. You come into the forest to do a gender reveal. No, very bad.
Sorry, that made me break character.
Meanwhile, while Darkstar and I are memeing of, you should spend souls at the bonfire. So then I said, would anyone like to spend the humanity to restore their soul?
You're just memeing about Dark Souls. Funny.
Yeah. Brian Town, you do notice it's the same color as your crystal.
Look at that. Could my crystal be affecting you? Maybe. Something. I don't know.
Either that or it's that weird orb I picked up and tried to understand how it worked.
Oh. That note?
No, the little orb thing that was along with
the orb thing. Why was it? You know, you're right. Maybe it was the orb.
I don't fully know how it works. I'm just feeling better. As weird as it is, I feel more energized with the orb despite having haste already on all the time because of the chlorophyte and the armor. Huh. Hey, Ethereum works kind of like chlorophyte. I wonder if you can... Nah, I'm not going to. Well, I said it, now it's officially... It's probably going to sound weird, but now I'm wondering. Have you tried? Do you know if you can put a spell inside the crystal that's inside a person instead of an armor? I should probably not try. The last two times I tried something new, it ended up making a lot of chaos. But
I mean, you did just die. You know.
Yeah. At this point, I don't want to try to experiment things. I think I'm just really unlucky lately, and I think I think it's a bad idea if I try to do completely new stuff and testing it on people directly, given my recent, results.
It made me a little. I was feeling a little nervous there because you were saying, "Can we put a spell inside some Ethereum that's in somebody's body?" And I was like, "Well, I've got Ethereum in my body."
Well,
And then you're saying, "Oh, but last time it caused chaos."
well, I didn't try putting. Well, I was more so talking about when I tried to over prepare for the dungeon and the wild magic nonsense this morning.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling very concerned that you seem to have very little regard for my safety, considering what just happened.
That's why I said I'm probably not going to try. I was just curious if you knew, but I'm assuming you don't know.
I'm sorry, why are we yelling?
I mean, he's probably not gonna use me in an experiment.
No, Ragnar, no, they're not using you in an experiment. I like to think Finreal actually said that to help you calm down.
Alright, okay.
Maybe get Angelus knows.
I'm gonna put down my staff.
Ragnar, make a dex save.
Yeah. Dex
Make
save?
a dex save? What?
Ragnar, make a dex save.
Okay, dex save.
Okay, so you manage to dodge out of the way as a blue portal opens up and a small candy bar flies out, and Finreal says, "You aren't you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers."
What?
A literal Snickers bar comes out of the portal. It flies in your face.
That's a Silvestro joke normally.
Yes, but in this case it's Finreal. It's a blue portal. That's how you can tell it's from Finreal. His are blue portals. Sylvester's are green, and Yukari's are purple.
Oh my gosh, get ready, DM. We're gonna ask every single time now, what color was the portal?
Yeah.
I need to ask the dumb question.
Sure.
Why are the tree portals the same color as the tree crystals of weird magic nonsense?
That's entirely a coincidence. That's entirely a coincidence, actually.
Sorry, I just saw the coincidence and I could not help myself from pointing it out, given how many times we saw coincidence like that and you pointed it out. I felt like, okay, that one I saw it first. I want to point it out first.
Okay, so... By the way, I am serious. You have now gained a candy bar.
Okay.
Like
Even though none of you know what that is.
the candy bar of healing, right? No.
I have.
Sure, it has the properties of a good berry. Why not?
Also, I have zero clue how Ragnar is getting blessed the entire time.
I have no idea either. Ragnar, how do you have bless?
What was that? What was that? Sorry.
We're wondering why you have bless.
Why do I have bless? Because I'm a cleric.
Well, are you casting it on yourself constantly?
No. Oh, why am I blessed? Blessed. Oh, I thought you meant why do I have bless? No. Why do I have bless on? Because I don't know how Roll20 works so well.
Fair enough. In the top left of your character sheet. In the top left of your character sheet, there's a little section called Global Save Modifiers.
The top left.
And in there, you should see a blue checkbox next to
yes!
left.
There we go.
Yeah, click on that and make it unchecked, and it won't apply.
Okay.
I need to remove mine too now because.
There we go.
Yes.
I wasn't the only one who was blessed.
He who lives in a glass house should not throw the first stone.
I mean, normally I can spam it all the time. I just choose not to because there's delirium crystals freaking everywhere.
Yeah, and they can explode if you cast spells near them. Would use control fire to make the bonfire dance. The bonfire is currently dancing. The fire of the bonfire, I mean. Why do I just imagine? Okay, this is not serious, but I just imagine the bonfire was Fortnite dancing. I know that he doesn't know what that is, so it can't be that. Okay. Anyway, anything else you'd like to do during the short rest?
Before I forget, I would like to use.
Do keep in mind, by the way, this is 1 hour, so you can attune to items during this time.
Do I even have an item I can attune to?
Chad
I have
just
an
gained
orb of
one.
Shielding.
The orb.
Yes, I also have one, despite not really wanting to use it. I just forgot to dump it.
Right.
I guess I'm not going to attune to it because then it would take one short rest to unattune to it to regain the last remaining attunements that I have, and then an extra short rest to attune to something else. So I think I would rather keep one space clean in case I get something I would like to attune to a bit more than this.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I was about to say, let's check if I can do that just to make sure there isn't something I'm missing.
I've never read... this is the first time in a long time I've read a Reddit post that is so true and yet so cursed. It's related to D&D. I posted D&D. Once it actually loads. For some reason it's not loading. Okay. Shad, we can't hear you if you're talking. Shad's been having connectivity issues.
I'm able to hear you guys a little bit now.
I can hear you.
So are you doing anything during the long rest? The short rest, sorry.
Yeah, are you doing anything?
No, not really.
Okay. So
You have an hour to attune to the orb if you want to attune to that fire orb thing.
What even does the fire orb do?
You can use a reaction to reduce fire damage that you take by 1d4.
Nah, I just might sell it in the future.
Okay.
Because, hey, Bud.
I just remembered
That's
you
the
picked
main
it
thing, I
up
just want
because it
gold.
took a bunch of fire damage from Ironclad.
Now, it was the only thing that's really... So fire damage is the only really common thing that you need to protect against. So if I sell it at a high price in the black market, it's gonna go for a good price. Because trying to find a proper orb of shielding that deals in fire damage is very hard.
No, it's a common magic item. It's not that hard.
It says wondrous.
All magic items are wondrous.
Oh.
Yeah, they're officially classified as wondrous items, not magic items. We just always call them magic items. The reason why they do that, by the way, is because some of them technically are not actually magical. They're mechanical, but they're classified under wondrous item because, like, you know, high-tech stuff is not supposed to be a thing in medieval fantasy, which is what D&D usually is, medieval fantasy.
Fair enough.
Where the hell is that? No, seriously. No.
Anywho, if everyone's done with
Yes.
that, we can go ahead and fast forward till the end of the progress.
I wanted to use Bastion of Law on, as I think we're less than 10 people because of the boon. I want to spread it around as much as I can.
Well, let's count. There is yourself, Shadow, Shad, your Dryad. Well, I don't know if you count your Dryad.
Well, if there's space, maybe. If there is space, yes. If not, there'll probably be the first one I boot from the 10.
Okay. There's Ragnchild, yourself, Shad, Shadow, Linda. Who else? Wow, Darkstar. Is that it besides Dryads?
I think so. I'm not sure if you mentioned Ironclad, but I'm at 6, so
Oh.
he would fit.
I have not mentioned Ironclad, so that would make it 7.
7 plus 3 Dryads, so that's exactly 10, so it could work.
Cool.
Yay.
So, everyone, you get Bastion of Law. Would you like me to read what Bastion of Law does? It's also in Roll20 chat.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, starting at 6th level, you can tap into the grand equation of the existence to imbue a creature with a shimmering shield of order. As an action, you spend 1 to 5 sorcery points to create a magical ward around yourself or another creature. In this case, he has a feature that lets him do up to 10 creatures within 30 feet. The ward lasts until any of you finish a long rest or until he uses this feature again. The ward is represented by a number of d8s equal to the number of sorcery points spent to create it. How many sorcery points did you use?
The maximum I could, 5.
5. So, roll 5d8.
Oh, I rolled now, okay.
This is the amount applied to everyone. You just roll once. Oh wait, never mind. It can expend a number of those dice and reduce... Okay, yeah, so ignore that number. So,
Okay.
Each of you have 5d8 that you can expend at any time to reduce the amount of damage you take by the amount that you roll. Does that make sense, everyone? Right, Child?
Could you repeat that one more time?
Okay,
It was amazing.
you were given 5 dice. Those dice are d8s. Anytime you would take damage, you can choose to expend some of those dice to reduce the damage by the amount that you rolled on the dice. And you have up to 5 of them.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. It's a 6th level sorcerer ability bit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hmm.
Perfect. Very cool.
Yeah, it basically acts as like an emergency temporary hit points. And they last, and by the way, they last until you can next take a long rest. So, yeah, you're going to have this for the foreseeable future until you use it up. All right.
Even the rest sites don't allow long rests. Yes.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think I am good.
All right. The rest of the night passes without any sort of incident. As the 1 hour ends, I'm actually going to roll another die. 100 plus 5. 42. Is that perfect? Nope. Okay, nothing of note happens. You notice, however, the fire begins to dim, and delirium mist starts to creep into the chamber again. Seemingly, whatever magics allowed you to take your short rest have started to dissipate, and this is becoming a normal floor.
I guess it means it's time to go.
Yes. You may linger if you wish, but there is a risk of monsters coming, as Ironclad mentioned. Ironclad mentions that it's time for us to go. If we stay, monsters will...
I guess since we're in a room without delirium, now would be a good time to cast Bless.
Ironclad nods and says, do whatever buffing you need to do. We have an elite creature room.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, I will cast Bless. Get around, everyone.
I can cast Bless too, and I don't need to take first level spell slots. I think it's better if I use it.
Okay, go ahead. Bless me. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Okay. Oh, no, wait, no.
No.
The only person who would be doing that for you, Ragnar Child, would be Yukari.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would cast Bless on everyone.
All right. Any other buffing spells anyone wants to do? Ironclad is just standing at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, I have an interesting one.
Sure, what?
What if I cast, what if I spread around Sanctuary?
You can try. It means that people have to make a wisdom save before they're able to attack that person, unless that person doesn't attack or spell.
Yeah, it would be a guarantee it would help for the first turn unless the elite that Ironclad mentioned moves last. So, and since it's a first level spell slot, again, I'm not losing anything by casting it.
Right. So, why not? Does everyone want Sanctuary? You can look in Roll20 chat if you want to see what it does.
Also, God, I forgot because of the because of the Dred's hoodie that my spell save DC went that high.
Yes, because of the robe.
I casted it with Paladin.
Let me just quickly roll 3. Okay, that enemy is going to show up. I have a list with all the enemies, including the elite one.
Yep. You call it an elite, so maybe the first time we'll actually lose a bunch of hit points.
Other than just Ironclad removing them.
From an enemy. I should have specified.
Yeah. By the way, those wounds that Ironclad seem to get at the start of the fight seem to go away at the end of the fight.
Oh, so he's got some kind of regen. Nice.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
But we were too busy talking about Gaston and me glowing to really...
Is that regen related to your ability to overcome slowness also, or...
Ironclad looks at you and says, no. My regen is an innate part of my person. The ability to overcome slow is by the expenditure of energy. Something none of you seem to have, though your tiefling friend seems to gain some.
Huh?
Which, yes, I will point out as a player, this orb that you're given gives you access to the energy mechanic, which is unique to characters in the Spire. But you can expend 1 energy at the start of a battle to remove Ascender's Bane. And you'll get 1 energy at the start of each turn thanks to that orb. So, yeah, you actually don't need to be subject to Ascender's Bane anymore, Clockwork.
Oh god, and I have haste on top of it. Okay.
Yeah. Ironclad stares at you, Clockwork, and just stares at you.
he stares and then he stares.
He's trying. You okay? Give me an insight check if you want more details.
Okay.
I want to see how perceptive Clockwork is. I have a feeling it's not very. You have enough rest to get ready to head out and cast haste on Ragnchild when she's at the stairs. Ragnchild, you get haste on you as you're going up the stairs, and it suddenly makes you go faster as you're walking towards the stairs. Thanks to Rattle. Would you like to give me a dex save to not trip on the stairs?
Oh my god! What is happening?
What?
You managed to keep your footing and not face plant the stairs.
I imagine now she's just... I imagine she'd be like, you should have warned me! Anyways,
Yes, he's trying to murder me.
Ragnchild, go look and
He
get
could have
the
broken a hip.
Insight. Okay, Clocksworth. You're able to tell that, like, it's weird because you have no indication of this really, given the fact that the dude's wearing a mask, so you can't see his expressions. But you can just kind of tell that whoever this individual is, it seems like they're just kind of trying to make sense of you. Like, I don't know, they seem as confused about your situation as you are confused about your situation.
Everyone is confused about my situation. The small grandmother, well, she's bigger than me now. The grandmother there is is confused as well.
I
Right.
am.
Which, notably, nothing else has confused this guy so far. Just this.
Okay, now that you point this out, someone who's used to being there for potentially months, if not years, because if they lost almost every memory of this play of everywhere else other than this, we don't know how long they've been there. Seeing a giant group of individual doing things that people don't normally do, like going down the stairs instead of up.
Right.
And that's not confusing, but me interacting with this random orb and this note in the wall is. Yeah, now I understand why it's noteworthy.
Clocksworth, one of the dryads hopes you to get your attention,
No.
and she mentions in your ear, Armed Slaver has begun to
And
move.
who's in the room?
Can you repeat that? I heard their noise on top of you.
The Charmed Slaver
Yeah,
has
that's the
begun.
right one.
Diana?
Hello?
I was trying to say something. The Charmed Slaver has begun to move in the ship.
Oh.
He seems to be coming towards the Spire. Didn't you guys strap him to a table? Or, sorry, to a bed?
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
I don't think he's down there.
No, he's not
Oh, he's
at your location. He's at the boat. But she's just mentioning that he started to move. And the only reason why she knows that is because he's still charmed.
By
And
the
so-
one in the ship with him?
Didn't you take that dryad with you?
No.
Oh. Well, okay, then it's one of the dryads. The dryad in the ship is contacting one of the dryads in the Spire. Actually, wait, no, that can't work. But never mind. Ignore this then. This couldn't actually possibly happen.
Even from the rest site?
From the rest site. Yes, actually. Because of the lack of delirium fog. Okay. So, yeah, it actually mentions that they've been moving for some time, but they haven't been able to contact you thanks to the delirium fog.
Huh.
Or
So
the
as far
haze,
as-
as they refer to it.
So as far as we know, it might have already gone down. He might have already went there, given how long. Oh well.
The
we
Dryad
will
also
decide on-
mentions that the reason it seems like even the charm magic couldn't prevent him from walking towards the Spire. Something is pulling him towards the Spire.
Okay. The Dryad charm either got out charmed, which is a weird thing to say, but that's the only thing I can think of, or somehow, some way it was dispelled despite not being a spell.
Not quite, because the Dryad mentions they're still under the effects of charm. It's just there's some compulsion that is overriding the effects of charm without actually removing it.
So
So
two
they
charms?
still regard you all as friendly, but they're still being told to the Spire.
So 2 charms?
The Dryad
The
shrugs.
charm-
She has no idea.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to find a logical explanation to it, both as a character and a player. Of like, the only way I can think of it is if there's a second charm asking it to go there. At
I
the
think
same
what it is. Oh
Right now?
well, earlier we established that when you die, and are brought back, you become compelled to continue, and the more times it happens, the deeper that compulsion kind of ingrains itself within you.
Oh.
So it seems to me that maybe this person has died in the tower, and now that they're
Enough
maybe
time so
being
that
compelled
pretty
to come
much.
back again.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That-
Meow
that's
resurrected
my-
it enough despite it active. Wait, but that would mean that either Meow resurrected it despite it being against the people that regularly climb the spire, like Ironclad over there, or there's someone else
Okay.
that has access to, or there's someone else that has access to similar magic than Niao, but it would be
Yeah.
working against Niao.
Give me a history check,
Hmm.
sir. Give me a history or arcana, both Surtur and Ragnarok. Because
Okay.
there is something Meow mentioned, and I want to see if your characters remember. So, Ragnarok, Clocksworth, give me either arcana or history. Okay. So Ragnarok doesn't remember, but Clocksworth, as studious and note-taking as you are, you actually remember that Meow mentioned something about a heart that is beating in the center of the place, and is of the way Meow talked about the heart implies that there's someone that is a threat to Meow. So perhaps this has some connection to whatever this heartbeat is that you can hear in the Spire even now. It's just a thought that occurs to you.
Yeah.
And
so it would make
The note, actually, notably, the note did mention the heart awaits. So there is also that connection too.
I think that's what we're after, boys. I think we gotta go find the heart of the Spire.
Dad has to leave.
I Shad.
Anyway, continue. So, yeah, that's happening. Do you go upstairs? Do you do anything else? What do you want to do?
I'd go. I guess we should continue moving up.
Should we... Okay. Question.
Might be a good stopping point,
Yeah,
since
I was actually about to ask. Do
Chad
you guys
left
want to
and
stop
we're
here
between-
since Dad left?
yeah.
I love how we take a break after the 2 hour mark. We some shenanigans happen. We barely get any advancement, and then we stop after 3.
This was mostly a roleplay session, which is fine.
Yeah, and for once I got really into the roleplay, especially with me and Ragnar arguing about the light. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's nice, to get to kind of play around with the characters. It's fun stuff.
Yeah. Plus, you want to know another good idea about us stopping right now? That means that Ragnar and Kayana can resume talking about Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
If they want to.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Alright. On that note, thank you everyone for watching, if indeed you still are, and I'll talk to you all later.